Hi guys, I'm Kelly Creighton. I'm a writer and also I'm a facilitator for workshops, and I'm also an editor. I co-edited with Claire Savage Underneath the Tree, a Christmas short story anthology, but my background is really in literary journals, so today I'm going to talk about some hints and tips about sending your work to journals. These are just some little copies of the Incubator Journal. You can find them on theincubatorjournal.com. It serves as an archive now. For the last year, it was monthly, but before that, and it was one story, but before that, it was quite inclusive. We would maybe have about 12 contributors to each issue. And as I say, it was quarterly. It was a huge amount of work, and because I did it for 5 years and with no funding or anything, I thought I had to park it and focus on my own work. But it taught me so much about submitting your work and the do's and don'ts. I've talked in another video, if you want to check that out, about redirections, rejections, and why that might happen. I might do another video where I talk about the reasons why an editor might reject your work, but really I want to just try to give you a heads up now of what not to do. Things that I saw happening that would just straight away hurt your chances of getting your work selected. So a lot of the time you see on Twitter, and I saw it happening in my email as well, Dear Sirs. Dear Sirs, it gives that impression that you think that you're talking to men straight away. So we had that a lot of the time. I founded the Incubator, but I had Anne Kaki was helping me with the flash fiction. Claire Savage was doing the interviews for any features. So that was, a great help. That was wonderful. But there was no men working behind the scenes at all. So we didn't appreciate that. That's an instant no. Also, we would get, dear beautiful ladies, please, no, please don't do that. Go down that line either. That's also very off-putting. We don't, journal editors or agents or anything like that do not need to be flirted with. Thank you. It's not a dating website. We also get, please tell me how I can get this work published. If you can't publish it, tell me where I can. And as I said, we weren't funded. It was very much just a labor of love. So, kind of asking for a little bit of advice. Maybe an editor does have the time, but being pushy with it is never appreciated. Also, if they say that they can't give you feedback, please don't push that. I've had that, and whenever I've come back to say, look, we can't give feedback, unfortunately, then please, this kind of general pushiness never helps. Also, if that editor has said that they can't take your work, don't come back and say something quite mean to them. That's never appreciated. It can feel quite personal, and being a writer, I know that. I think that it is best to not get feedback too. Sometimes in the early days, I did kind of sway to that pressure and give feedback, and it was never appreciated. So I don't think you necessarily want feedback. If you do, please join a writing group. It is the best way. Get someone who is a really avid reader to read your work and give you feedback that way. But it's really not an editor of a literary journal's job to give you that feedback. That's just some little hints and tips. And I think I will do another video on this in the future, actually, because I've got more to say on the topic. So let me know if this was helpful, or if there's anything else that you would like to know from a literary editor, or just on writing in general. And say in the comments, like and subscribe if you like this kind of content, and I will see you next week. Thank you. Bye.